Looks like a lot of stuff. Wait till you see what I do with all this. This year, what we're doing is fish finders. And we got Jon Boats there, but we can't screw nothing in. I got brackets, I've done research. So what I'm doing now is packing everything in. One of the main struggles we have is recharging batteries. They don't have any power. We do have a generator, so we're gonna be able to do a few hours of charging. But this is what he came up with, okay? Boom. Okay, this is just a tackle box that I got from Walmart, $8. Pop these bad boys open right here and you can see what we did. So we have 2 batteries. Both of these batteries came from the Bass Pro Shop. They're the 12 volt. This actually is from the Dollar Tree. It actually fits right there perfect. So what I did was just had extra everything just in case we're out there. This is our power cord that goes to the head unit. And this has to be plugged in here. So this SEA, you can see it. It's easy. It plugs right in like that. Okay, it's clear as could be. It's not gonna come out. Water can get on that. It won't leak. So that's the power source. Very conducive to the boat. Now this weighs 14 pounds. So one of the other obstacles we had was where this is gonna go on that boat. I was looking at pictures from last year. I was looking I don't want to put it on the floor because a lot of water came on the boat. The last thing you want is this to be in water. So, since it weighs 14 pounds, it could just sit on put right on the seat. There's a middle row and Velcro strips. So, next thing we have to do is the transducer. So the transducer goes on the back of the boat and it has to run all the way and plug into the head unit. Found this online. This is actually a transducer mount. So what happens is the back of the boat, you can see this. This opens up at least 2.5 inches. This is gonna clip on the back of the boat. The transducer, this thing comes down. I just have it put up there, but the transducer gets mounted like this. This is all metal, right? This is not going anywhere. So this is gonna hang down on the back of the boat, screw it in tight. So this goes like this, all right? So what I'm doing is, this is another cool little feature, and I'll actually plug this in since the battery's here. So again, this SEA, fantastic. So it plugs right in, turn that on, should be able to hit this button, see that it comes on. That's telling me that there's 12.6 volts left in that battery. But this is also a USB. So if I'm out there and we're catching fish and I'm using my phone or the GoPro, boom, I have 2 batteries. One can be designated to the fish finder. This other one will be designated to a USB so we can keep it going. You can see how simple that is, and this is all waterproof. Unplug that like that. See, these are in there pretty strong. It's not like they come out. It comes with a little, let's see if you can focus in, but it has, this is what it looks like from this end and there. And you can see right here, boom. Okay, so that's another, just crossing the T's right there because you never know when you're going to need that. So another check mark we need to do is recharging these 2 batteries. Not sure exactly how much battery we're going to get out of it. Again, I'm hoping for a full day. If I could get a full day out of 1 battery fishing, we're going to be happy. But we went and I bought chargers. And again, going back to this is the SEA connection. It goes right in there. And this is 120 volt. So all you need to do is plug that in. I believe it's 3 to 4 hours and it should charge it. Again, shout out to my wife, Balenciaga. These things laying around. I don't think she's gonna know. She's not home right now. And these are going up in a couple minutes. My dad's on his way here. So boom, these 2 get put away onto the neck. So got a bag of extra stuff. We're gonna put that aside. These are for the wires. We're gonna put it underneath the lip. So no other issue was where we're gonna put this. I saw some people had this mounted right here, okay, and it would work. That's not a problem. I came up with this. So this is actually 3 different things. We're gonna put that around the lip because this opens up to about 2.5 inches. So let's pretend this is the lip, right? So a lot of people will take their fish finder and their mount and they'll screw it right on that lip, but we can't. So our next thing is to use this C-clamp, but we don't want it like that. It's going to go over the lip and it's going to sit like this. And then this just goes right in here. And as you can see, here's our head unit. That lip goes all the way around. And when it sits like this, it turns. Okay, you can screw this in, so that's not going to go anywhere. So we got that. Thought this is pretty freaking clever. Again, crossing our fingers that all of these thoughts, all these ideas, all this stuff that me, my brother, my cousin, and my dad kind of brainstormed for the last 4 or 5 months. But I got about 2 hours left to make any modifications because this is getting sent up to New York. Let's see what else we got. All right. Next, final thing we're going to do is take care of these mounts. Now, they do have a silicone case that goes over it, but I just saw it online and I don't have enough time to get this here before this box gets sent up. So you'll see when we get up there, you'll see how cool that is because this is going to sit outside. We might be able to just keep that all outside for the whole week, rain or shine. So we're going to protect these. And why not use anything better than bubble wrap, man? It's chaos, but you got to make sure that you're organized because when I get up in Canada, there ain't no way that I'm going to be able to do this. We need to be able to put this stuff together. Kind of looks like it's crazy, but it's a little bit organized. So let's get into it. Now, here's just something probably overprotective, but listen, we don't have time to play when we're there. So if you know these type of brackets, okay, you hit this button and this slides out. So one thing that I noticed is we kept turning it, right, as I was testing it after I screwed it in. I kept turning it and it kept coming out with little effort. And that's the last thing I wanted was this thing to, you know, turn it and it falls. Especially it's going to be hanging over the boat. We don't need it to fall into the water. We're done. So what I did was, look, I put a screw right here. So this will not come out. The head unit comes out very easily. I think you just push it, boom, right? So there. But this part right here was coming out a little bit. We are getting closer to getting all this packed up. But before I go any further, I do want to do a few things here, a little modification to this. So, as you know, this is gonna sit on the lip of the boat like this. So we already established we have a little stop here, so this won't fall off. But I was thinking, when this is on, what's stopping that little click from this thing falling off? Right, we're going to be going around, you know, you never know, turning. You know, this is only, you put this in like that and you just clip it and that's it. And that kind of worried me. And I almost didn't go with this method because I don't want that falling in the water. But then I looked at this head unit here. Let's see if you guys can zoom in. There's 2 screw holes here. So what I did was I brought this to Home Depot and I tried every screw possible and I was able to find a 6mm, right? 6mm screws right into here. So what I'm gonna do is we are gonna prevent this from falling. So check this out. This wire right here. So what we're trying to do is take this and have a wire connected to here. So if this falls off, it's just gonna dangle down. But these are hooks for picture frames, right? So you kind of like hang that, screw that on the back of the frame, and then this thing moves and you can clip it. So I was like, this is gonna be perfect. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this with my 6mm screw and I'm gonna screw it into here and we're gonna have a little hook. So check this out. Okay, it caught good. There you go. I don't want to go too hard, but that's in there. Look, not going anywhere. So now I have a hook. Okay. So I'm actually modifying it as we go right here. Just coming up with different ideas. So what I'm going to do is, instead of looping it like this, even though it won't go anywhere, I just don't like it. It looks a little just too I could see it when we're looking at the unit. So what I'm gonna do is just zip tie it. Why not? Throw a zip tie in there like this. Right through the loop. Boom, boom. Okay. Once I cut that out of the way, you're not gonna see that as much. It's just a little bit smoother. And then I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the same thing. There's enough room here, so the end of this loop actually comes all the way down right here. So I'm going to go like this, back, pull that all the way. Can you see that? I can't tell if you can see that or not, but that's not going nowhere. This is not going nowhere. Once you cut all those off, this is gonna look great. So that's it, guys. All right, let me take this all apart now, but that's perfect. You can see I can hold it like this. Again, I'm worried about this thing falling off, right? So now if it falls off, it's gonna hang down at the side of the boat instead of in the water. Boom. All right, let's pack this stuff away. Okay, so we have the 2 battery packs. There's all the zip ties for the wires. This is the tools. In here is the battery chargers. This little cardboard piece here. These are the transducer mounts. I want to try getting those in there like that. Inside here is all our 1 and 2. This is everything we need. So you got to make sure these are protected as well. The transducers are in here. So we're going to put that like that. I don't know if we're going to need, these are long zip ties. I'm not sure if we're going to have to zip tie anything to the side. I think there's a handle on the end of the boat where that transducer mount's going to go. It's all packed up. let's put the top on it. We're good to go. Done. Okay, off to New York.